Dear colleagues, today I'd like to start my topic with a small introduce how the advice of the U.S. President Joe Biden, Jake Sullivan, had a statement about the situation in the Gaza sector when one of the problem the use the battle the hospitals and around hospitals. This is a very important statement due to that not only have a touch that only city under the name Gaza. Both sides, both hands had struggle around the hospitals, clinics, and have a shooting in the internal of the building, and they use this as humanitarian objects at the battlefield. And certainly Hamas uses the hospitals as command points and center manager centers, and with the use special techniques, weapons, and another bad things. At this time, the hospital have biggest underground means of the communications for the transportation, messages, and evacuation leaders, and for the supplies, the patrons, ammunitions, and etc. And this is underground space where Israel destroyed 130 units of the tunnels, and this time I must tell this is not very easy work for the Tzahal. It's very interesting that nobody in this is a story tell about the Blitzkrieg. If you remember the Ukraine story, Vladimir Putin two time during the 1 year, the first year of the Ukraine invasion, used the word Blitzkrieg. But the story of the sector Gaza, another with the we understanding this is a specific situation with the have a connection with the features of the military topography of this story, and certainly the Jackson one other correct the attention about world community society about the situation how the humanitarian catastrophe with the have a immediately connection with the hospital's situation in the city of Gaza. And this is introduced, transformed as was the first part of my topic. But let's continue. Let's return to the Ukraine. Ukraine story. According to the statement of the state of the Ukraine published as Russian nominee Foreign Agency Voice of America, Ukraine story, Ukraine report. According to the Ukraine report, Ukraine forces killed more 3,000 soldiers of the Russian Federation, and most techniques, items of the techniques. For example, 500, more than 5,000 tanks and armored techniques and another cargo trucks, etc. 1,000 artillery system and 322 air jets and helicopters and Jesus, rather than 122 ships, boats, and another swimming means, and the last, rather than one underground ship. So this is biggest sum for so this is some figures is have increasing more increasing more improving than the fact but the if we reduce this is a figure into in 10 times this is a very etc. And according to the BBC, with Medusa, also the foreign agent, the confirmed losses are Russian soldiers in the territory. The soldiers which was claimed from the territory or the main territory of the Russian Federation consist 35,000 soldiers and officers. This is figures took from the open sources and confirmed. This is a necrology cemetery evidences, cemeteries evidences, the and small data of the Bureau of the Registration, marriage registration. Jesus, and today there is Ukraine invasion very bad for the Kremlin due to the one hand, Olaf Scholz, the interview on the German newspaper, said about the necessary to the telephone contact with Vladimir Putin and totally he told about the own estimate, German's estimate of a situation in Ukraine, how the first the return back all territories of the Ukraine and the Russia must be decide of the decisive step with the relationship in the Ukraine. So German chancellors claim to turn over the military situation with the relationship with the Ukraine into the relationship of the diplomatic. And so this is a words. This is a statement have strong base due to the budget committee of the German Bundestag, where Social Democrat and or Social Democrat told about had a statement about the budget of the Germany and the next year. This is need to study due to the reflection of the policy for all Europe or all allies of the NATO members and internal situation in German's economy. It's not very simply to the decided to allocate for the Ukraine aid billion euro. I increase the military help to the Ukraine into more into time. So this is John Chancellors have mm, big thing decision. I think the decision. At first, certainly the spectators immediately understand that 2.1% of the German GDP. This is a very pleasure for the natives, natives and certainly the main country of the NATO, United States, how the Germany achieved uh, the size more than two of 2% of the GDP. But here, if you remember, countries of the Eastern Europe supposed to allocate part of this military budget of the leaders countries to allocate for Ukraine. So the Ukraine here, it's very interesting. This is not only keeping booking process, but maybe this is so those, but the Ukraine help will be granted to the Ukraine in the framework of the military budget of the countries NATO members. So this is a way for the achieve 2% of the GDP on the military spend, as all declaration in NATO officials. Also, the Ukraine will help, will get the military aid, and certainly what in the real situation when the recession in Europe, this is very big, dangerous. This is a stimul for the economical growth in the Europe and in Germany in particular. So the Rheinmetall and the oil productive for the or productive of the military techniques, military equipment and ammunitions, etc. Will be take this money and increasing and hearing the Allied forces. And certainly the military industry have a big salary. Jesus. And let's continue the Ukraine. All budget spent to the Ukraine, most part of the about 45 or 90% is consisting of the military spend. As I told, Ukraine 54 billion euros. As I told, in comparison the Russian budget, but how the real value of this is budget and certainly for example the Germany that they have not difficult with the military situation in the Ukraine, the statistic and the pushing parity is about 0.9 of the United States. This is features. This is data of France, Swiss, Finland, Estonia, and another country of the European Union. So, therefore, the pushing power have not the real estimate, but for example, Russia have pushing power parity more than 12.6 more than the in US dollar. So, and totally the 13th time more than in Germany, France, Italy, Denmark, and others, Finland, and another countries. And but here the Ukraine have the this is a parity of the value pushing power parity in 5.5. So the less than Russia in more than into time. But certainly the data will be very dispute due to the estimate of the and statistical approaches is very different, especially due to the war between the neighbors Russia and Ukraine. But let's to calculate with the value of the Big Mac effect. Big phenomenon Big Mac. This is a very interesting story. This is another hint of the estimate military spends of two hands. Hence, this is a so-called special military operation. So the Big Mac in Ukraine is used at first. Preliminary United States Big Mac have a cost of 5.5 US dollars, certainly in the average. And European country, France, Germany have another differences. Cost of the big one, but Ukraine, it's very biggest achievement of the European financists, how the Ukraine hryvnia have interest rate 5.5 hryvnia per dollar, and IMF and all international independent organization have a forecast for the increase Ukraine GDP in 4%. In 4%. This is not amazing. And totally the interest rate of Ukraine hryvnia and the budget stability of this country. This is a big achievement for the European financists due to the real Brussels want to kept Ukraine, this country, into the as a member of the European Union. And let's return to the Big Mac. Big Mac in Ukraine have 105 hryvnia per Big Mac. And Russia, in Russian Big Mac, but Russia have not their Big Mac due to the McDonald's left this country, and estimate the data of the 22 year was 135 rubles. So let's calculate it in the national money systems. How much Ukraine budget with the 50 billion euros can to buy Big Macs. In the Ukraine, Ukraine budget for the next year will to can to buy um, 86.5 million Big Macs. This is by the 50 billion euros. And Russia, Arbatska Square have budget 100 million US dollars. And if we divide for the 135 Arab Big Macs, we will get the sum 425.5 million things of Big Macs. So this is a differences. Although the budget of Arbatska Square more than the old budget of the Ukraine country into time almost. The quantity for Big Macs which we can buy of this is money not more in two times in about five times, but this is certainly controversial. But let's to see the interest rate of Ukraine hryvnia by the data of the Russian central bank. Russian central bank cost of Ukraine hryvnia 25.5 per per 10 hryvnia. So the one Big Mac in the Ukraine, the 100 hryvnia will be only less than the 100 rubles of this sum. So the this is this is a calculation shows how the Ukraine hryvnia have power as a consumer value not worse than the Russian ruble in national economy. Economy. So the last, the 8 billion euros which will spend Germany's budget for the military aid for Ukraine. In the calculation of the Big Mac, this is a very impression. Precious sum. This is about the rather than about 20, not more, 20% of the for military budget, which budget of the film of the Valery Zaluzhny. And certainly right now we, as your guess, the spectators, we don't discuss the Brussels help to the Ukraine and Pentagon's help to the Ukraine and certainly UK, Canada, and another about the 50 countries who help Ukraine. Not only money by the weapon, which we calculated in certainly in the US dollars. And certainly today I'm went in hospital by the planned operation, and I'm training. Uh, I'll train. I'll try to say my to speak topic in the, from the hospital. But the last topic of today, in Malaga, started the convention of the Socialist Party of the Europe, where was the two socialist party, the Gramada from the Belarus, rather than and another parties, and this is another. This is a very interesting story. How Europe have non-monopolar polar base in politicians development, but totally the observers don't remember about the Russian socialist. I have in mind the Sergei Mironov leaders of the Russian socialist monument. So thank you. See you later. Bye bye.